Hello YouTube, Robert Alvarez, the Psychic Witch, also known as Mr. Lighting and a Fan. Right now the time is approximately 11:26 p.m. and the current date is Monday, June 27th, 2016. I don't usually record videos for my blog posts on my personal, non-metaphysical WordPress blog, This Gay Man's Life. I have recorded a few, as most of you know, but I really felt that I needed to say something else regarding what happened at the Pulse Dance Club in Orlando, Florida. At this point, it's been more than a week. It's actually been, it's been close to 2 weeks actually. And unfortunately, I don't think that we've heard the last of this. I don't think that we've heard the last of this incident. I don't think that we have heard the last of certain individuals. And I really, please understand, I'm very anti-politics, and it bothers me to say that, but because I don't like being against anything, because that's what anti means. It means against. Let's simply say that I get turned off by politics. You know, every once in a while I'll see somebody, and certainly when I was single, there were profiles that I would view, and you know, they would talk about how I love politics, and I'm like, oh, you know. But then again, you know, and I don't mean to sound judgmental. I really don't. When it comes to politicians, and when it comes to journalists, and when it comes to you know, serial killers, I kind of like lump them all together. That's a really bad thing to say, but it's so honest. Ladies and gentlemen of YouTube, it really is so brutally honest. And most of you know that I tend to spend as little time as possible on Facebook. Well, for those of us in the United States, it's a presidential election year, so you can imagine how much less time I spend on Facebook. And that's another thing. People are making this incident out to be something else. You know, so, and I know that to be misdirection. And it's sort of like, wait a minute, why are you making this out to be this when it's all about this? And I don't understand why people that are supposedly intelligent, people with college education degrees that are much higher and much greater than mine, which are non-existent actually, that are like, well, this is what it's really about. I'm like, no, it's not really about that. And I'm just going to put it out there now. And most of you know that I love notebooks and things like this. So this is what I wrote Monday, June 13th, 2016, 12:31 a.m. Now, mind you, since I had a divinely orchestrated stroke, I have less of a filter. Some of the filters come back, but not with my writing. And this is what I wrote on Monday, June 13th, 2016 at approximately 12:31 a.m. I have come to realize that the massacre / bloodbath / tragedy at the Pulse Club in Orlando, Florida is living proof that marriage equality is not the cure-all that a lot of my fellow LGBTQ people thought it would be. That didn't win me any points. It wasn't about winning me any points. But, you know, and I will say more about this because I do plan on writing a WordPress blog to accompany this video. But I really felt that there were some things I needed to share now. I am more at peace with everything the way it is now, but I don't mind telling you that I was utterly shocked. I was stunned. And between being a psychic and a witch, it takes a really hell of a lot to shock me. And to stun me into speechlessness, even more so. For those of you that are still dealing with this issue, I cannot over recommend that you take extra special care of yourselves. Get whatever you need, whether it's support, whether it's rest. Reach out to people that love and adore you, and let people know how you're feeling about it. Because that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm not doing it every day, but I'm doing it with a small number of people with whom I feel very comfortable, with whom I feel completely safe, with whom I have the freedom to tell them anything. So I cannot over recommend that you do that for yourselves as well. And in the meantime, I thank you, YouTube, and I wish you many, 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 many blessings. And good night.